Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Haws coming at you with a new video just to show you how to update your Elvui for the new version, and as well just a few changes. Now there haven't been too many changes, just a few visual effects. I went through the change logs. You can go through them yourself at UIs down to Elvui and then change log right down there. So to download, you want to go to techui.org. You want to mouse over UIs, go to Elvui, and then just hit download, and that's going to bring you to the page that I'm at right now. Now at this page you get the choice, TechUI or Elvui. This is all preference. You should look into both of them. They're both equally done well. I feel like Elvui is a little bit more geared towards a raider standpoint. So we're going to go ahead and just open this zip. And we are going to close this, and we are going to extract this. Very simple, just how you download any other add-ons. If you already had Elvui installed, make sure that you're going in and cutting that Elvui out and putting it somewhere else. All your add-on information is saved through your WTF, so as long as you don't delete your WTF, you're fine. But make sure that you are taking out the old Elvui, the old version, or else it can cause some issues. So go ahead and extract that. There we go. So that's extracted. Now time to get into game. So first off, we're probably going to need to just go ahead and open up game a different way. Bear with me 2 seconds while I get this open. Okay, so I've completely reset my Elvui. So I kind of want to go through and show you how to set it up to where I like it. It's not necessarily going to be the same as what you like it, but just to give you an idea of what I do. So first and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about positioning. First off, you can toggle your anchors. So this is very important because you have your player frames, you have your additional bars, everything else like that. You also have your raid frames, which a lot of healers like to have in the dead center of your screen. I'm not opposed to this. In fact, if you're a healer, I feel like it's a great thing, so just go ahead and do that if you're a healer. If you're anything else, you can really just have it off to the side. Anywhere around here is a good place to be. I slot my party frames usually around in this area, and then the 40-man frames, I guess, in the same spot. Really doesn't matter there what's going on with the 40-man or whatever, so just have that there. You also have your stance bars. That can be put wherever you want to put it. I'm fine with it staying up top just because I'm usually binding everything, so it's never really a problem. Loot, so this is like alternative loot that comes up. You want to just go ahead and move that to wherever. You can leave it where it is. It's really not that big of a deal. And this is the alternative power. So the Roar of the Crowd buff from Kargath Mythic, that's where this would show up. So just pick a central location in this screen. You can see the vehicle tab, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my vehicle tab right around this area, so when I actually mount up, I'll be able to see my vehicle. And then main tank frames, off tank frames, so main assist, off tank, so I'm just going to go ahead and move those right down there. That's not going to get interrupted by any sort of weird positioning because party frames won't be there during a raid. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for that portion. Now I also usually set up a bar somewhat close to this area just so I can track some cooldowns. Whatever your preference is. I'd also bring up your player frame to a level where it's close to your feet, at least like either centralized or whatever the case may be. As long as it is, it's just out in the center or somewhere centralized, and you can check your feet and still check like things like your runes and everything else. That's really important. So just make sure you're doing that if you should be able to, or if that's something that you need to be doing, then do it. The tooltip, that's just your tooltip anchor, your arena anchor. So everything else is pretty much fair and the same. There's a few more action bars that you can move around, but essentially this is what it's looking like afterwards. So you can do things like, you know, put some abilities here and track those, and, you know, just constantly watch those as cooldowns pop up. So that'd be like your more commonly used, like things like Plague Leech, where it's on a 24-second cooldown, unless you have an add-on tracking it, which is probably preferable. I just prefer having the actual countdown on a action key in the center of my screen just so I can see it. And that's pretty much it. There's tons of customization that you can do with Elvui. So just go ahead and take a look at it. If you ever fuck up, don't worry. Just create a new profile, reset the profile, do what you need to do. It's never hard to just change it up. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and just comment below. I hope this helped anybody trying to, you know, learn how to change Elvui a little bit. Just on an off note, keybinds are /KB/keybinds makes sense. You can also make a character specific keybind, so you can make it so when you log onto a different character, you have a different keybind set. We'll probably go into that in a later video, but I hope everyone enjoyed. Take care.